move on to item 6.5, presentation of proclamation commending Supervisor Tina Scott. And so I'll read this proclamation, and I think Matthew is going to give a statement on behalf of Congressman Thompson's office briefly before I read this proclamation. Oh, there he is. I thought you were going to come on Zoom. I apologize.
It's okay. Good morning, Board. So Congressman Thompson's Deputy Chief of Staff, Brad Honorado, had expected to join today's meeting to present a congressional resolution honoring Supervisor Scott's exemplary service. Unfortunately, due to scheduling conflicts, he could not be present after all. However, he wanted me to assure you Congressman Thompson looks forward to connecting with you, Supervisor Scott, soon to convey his heartfelt thanks for your tremendous work on behalf of Lake County and District 4 residents. Thank you for your service.
I have to come down there with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to do this. You got to do this right. And so first, before I read this, Tina, it's been an honor serving with you. When I came on as the Board of Supervisor, I didn't know what to expect, and some of your tutelage helped me out here and there. You know, you were the chair at the time when I came on. We attended quite a few different meetings together, and your experience really made a difference for me. And I noticed a lot of the work you did in the community. You were always present for the community, and you always advocated for the homeless and for people that were in need, and especially foster children and children that needed attention. So I want to say thank you for all of that and for setting such a fine example. All right, and so with that, I'll read the proclamation commending Supervisor Tina Scott. Whereas following 5 years, 7 months of distinguished, compassionate, and dedicated public service as District 4, Supervisor Tina Scott is resigning July 31st, 2022. And whereas throughout her time as supervisor, Scott has been a powerful and effective advocate for the needs of Lake County's unhoused individuals and has partnered with the Lake County Continuum of Care, Hope Rising, Elijah House, and other community-based organizations to make a meaningful difference for many residents, including contributions to the establishments of transitional housing programs in Lakeport and Clear Lake in efforts to increase federal funding for supportive housing and intensive case management. And whereas Tina Scott is also a passionate and enduring advocate for foster youth in Lake County, whose own family has brought strong support in 65 foster placements, and this experience and perspective brought essentially irreplaceable value to community assignments such as the First Five Commission and Children's Council, and enhanced the Board of Supervisors' capacity to promote the well-being of every Lake County resident. And whereas as a certified tourism ambassador since 2016, Supervisor Scott effectively supported the Chamber of Commerce and contributed to broader efforts to promote tourism and help visitors to Lake County have a positive and memorable experience. And whereas in 2018, Scott was honored by United States Congressman Mike Thompson as the 5th Congressional District's Angel in Adoption, bringing greater attention to the profound need of resource parents in Lake County. And whereas also in 2018, Scott was appointed to join a small group of supervisors and other government officials from California, Alaska, and Hawaii that met with the President of the United States, and she has consistently sought opportunities to make the interests and priorities of Lake County residents known at the state and national levels. And whereas Supervisor Scott has been a true partner to Lake County's Health Services Department in promoting the best possible health outcomes for every Lake County resident and brought both insight and grit to the county's response to the historic COVID-19 pandemic. And whereas Tina Scott has shown uncommon dedication to ensuring difficult public conversations are effectively informed and facilitated in a broad array of subject matter areas, from wildlife-related issues to energy and climate resiliency to public education surrounding the dangers of vaping to watershed and flooding-related matters. And whereas Scott has long been a constant and visible proponent of diversity, equity, and inclusion in Lake County and brought the credibility of a true community leader to the Board of Supervisors' own and countywide effort to promote greater tolerance and justice in 2021 and 2022. And whereas after decades of disagreement, Supervisor Scott helped the county and City of Lakeport meaningfully progress towards annexation of 137 acres in the South Main Street area by the city as a member of the negotiating team that successfully forged a tax sharing agreement adopted by both governing bodies January 11, 2022. And whereas our board and the County of Lake are pleased, very pleased, Tina Scott will remain a leader and transformative figure in Lake County for years to come, entering service with Lakeport Unified School District this fall. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed, Tina Scott is hereby commended for her dedicated service to all Lake County connected individuals, and we extend our deeply valued colleague and friend best wishes for good health, happiness, and great success in the years ahead. Issued this 26th day of July, 2022.
Everything that I've been able to accomplish and succeed has been the work of the passionate and employees that we have here at the County of Lake. Nothing could have been done without them. So I just want to thank them for all their hard work, their dedication, coming to work every day. A lot of the work I've done, it's not with widgets, it's with people. And that's hard. You're dealing with real people when you're making decisions. So I just want to remind this board, when we're making decisions about people, we need to remember that. It's people that we may be displacing or moving, or they may not be getting services because of the decisions that are made here at this board. So I thank you for allowing me to serve.
Or should I open it to the public first?
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and allow if you would like to speak.
Morning, Supervisor Scott, Board. Unfortunately, Sheriff is unavailable to attend today, so he asked me to come here today and convey some of his thoughts and feelings. First off, the Sheriff would like to convey that he appreciates and the collaboration that Supervisor Scott spent with the Sheriff's Office and assisted us in providing better services to our community as a whole from the Sheriff's Office. And he'd like to convey his thanks for your service to the community, and I'm sure that many members of the community would also like to thank you for that service. So again, thank you on behalf of the Sheriff's Office. We appreciate the service that you've provided to our community.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Jillian?
I'm getting prompted by my husband to take my mask off. Jillian Perillo, North Lakeport, and you know, it's a terribly sad day, really, because Tina is such a motivating force in this county. So reachable by so many people in this county. People feel like they understand her. They know she's always looking out for them. And we've mentioned in the proclamation, but it's so important that Tina's been great supporter of everybody in the county, but especially the most vulnerable, the voice for the voiceless. And I hope when she's not on the board anymore, that you please reach down as far as you can and try to take up what she always gave selflessly so often, so many years. It feels like 20. Is it only five 7 months? And I just so hope that the students at Clear Lake High School understand what they're getting, because she's going to do a fabulous job there, motivating, being a mentor to all those kids. And as always Tina does, wherever she goes, she makes a huge difference. So thank you so much. Glad to be part of the journey in the beginning, and here we are at the end, and can't tell you how much we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jillian.
Morning, Supervisors. Just switching hats for a moment. Mireya Turner, Mayor Pro Tem, City of Lakeport. I just wanted to express my appreciation of how we worked together ever since you came onto the board. I used to get exhausted just keeping up with her Facebook posts about where she was in the county. Holy moly. But I appreciated the opportunities that we had to work together, from fun stuff like judging the Memorial Day Parade to actually the more serious and important things in our county, like the pit count and communicating with our homeless population. So one thing I've so appreciated about Tina is her authenticity. You know, she walks her talk. And it's so clear to the community the things that are important to her, which is our community, both from our older people down to our younger people. And it's just been a joy and a privilege to have you as our representative for our city, for the county. Thank you.
Samantha Bond, Executive Director for First Five Lake County. I just wanted to thank you not only for sitting on this board and speaking openly about the needs of the children here, but also on the First Five Lake County Commission and being that voice of reason constantly. When I stepped in, you were chair, and it was really great to have somebody sitting on the chair who was able to help guide me through the process of my transition into this position. And you will be deeply missed on our commission, and I look forward to seeing what more we can do to work together in your new position. Thank you.
Kevin Ingram, City Manager at the City of Lakeport. I'm trying to not take it personal that Supervisor Scott leaving is the second elected member here in the past couple of years to decide not to work with me anymore and would rather work with my wife over there at Lakeport Unified. But no, in all seriousness, I'm echoing Mayor Pro Tem Turner's comments. I thought I attended a lot of meetings but trying to keep up with all of your things that I used as an excuse all the time. I got 4 kids. Tina's got 10. You've made it really hard. You've made it really hard for me to complain about those things. But no, in all seriousness, I want to thank you mainly for the seeds that you've laid over the past 5 years in your service. Establishing the Scotts Valley Advisory Committee. Your work directly here with the City of Lakeport in getting us the grant funding for the All Children Thrive initiative. Even though you're leaving, I just want you to know that those positive seeds that you've set over those past few, those are going to continue to grow. And I know you're not going too far away, and you'll continue to be a partner in those endeavors. And, I appreciate your commitment to furthering the public debate, even when those conversations have been tough, like annexation. They've furthered us to take the next steps and continue to move the county and the community of Lakeport forward. And you have a lot to be proud of in that thing. And I'm going to appreciate that we still get to continue to work with you in a different capacity, but your presence here on this board will be missed. So thank you very much.
Anyone else in the chambers that would like to speak on this? And if not, I see Director Metcalf.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Todd Metcalf, Lake County Behavioral Health Services. Wow, Supervisor Scott, I just really want to thank you, not only for your support in my role, but especially your support and involvement in, as was mentioned, the Housing Continuum of Care, also your involvement and support in our Mental Health Advisory Board, and of course, all the other programs and services that we provide at Lake County Behavioral Health Services. I'm happy to hear your reminder about, we are working with people, we are serving people, and they're people, not widgets. I love that, and I appreciate that. And again, just want to thank you, Supervisor Scott, for your years of service and dedication to the community, the county, and I really look forward to working with you in your new role in the future. So thank you again, and you will be missed.
Thank you. Director Courtney.
Hello, good morning, board. Jonathan Courtney, Director of Health Services. Scott, I can't appreciate you enough and my onboarding process, welcoming me to the county, and also the transition. We've had several phone calls, and it's been nothing but a pleasure working with you and for you. I'm looking forward to the impact you're going to make as you transition into another aspect of the community. I couldn't imagine a better leader for the role. I look forward to seeing you and continuing to work with you in a different capacity. And as everyone said, and I just want to echo absolute appreciation and you will be missed in that seat. Thank you.
All right. So I will open up to public input and on Zoom, and I have Joanne Sacato, if you'd like to unmute.
Good morning, everyone. Joanne Sacato from Cobb Mountain. And I just want to express what an honor it's been to work with Supervisor Scott on the Community Vision Forum Planning Committee, which, if you don't know, is exploring justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion in Lake County. And these efforts are so important for the continued healing and positive growth of all of our residents of Lake County. And Tina, you brought such a genuine commitment to the work, and I so appreciate that. It really showed with how we were able to move through to where we're at today. And in general, I just want to acknowledge the gift of your dedication, your heart-centeredness, your well-meaningness. You're so articulate and caring, and I am just so grateful for the years that we've had you on the Board of Supervisors. Thank you so much. And I have to say, I'm really relieved and excited to know that you're going to continue to bring your vision and skills and talents to our community through such an important way as you are with our youth. So thank you for your past and continued public service to Lake County families and especially to our children. Thank you, thank you.
All right. So I'll bring it back to the board and we'll close this item. And it's, Sam's going to need us to get a photo prior to that, so. All right.
Right now?
The order is now.
I got this part of the bag.
I think that's what we're doing.
Yeah, this is our first picture together. Yeah, it is.
Susan? Everybody.
I didn't feel I had a choice either.
Yeah.
When Sam says come, you come. Let's go in order.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, with that, we will move on to our 6 point.
You know, I got a
Yeah,
comment
I'm
on
sorry,
this.
okay, yeah. Well, it's the same item, so I figured, but either
Yeah.
way, I think Supervisor Sabate and then Supervisor Simon.
Go ahead, Supervisor.
And Supervisor Pyska, if you have any.
So I know that I met you when I was working at the college, invited you to some of our activities that we were doing there. I already saw you as a very strong woman who was able to make change and impact in our community. Wanted the students to know who you were because I knew that you could make an impact on not just our youth, but our young adults as well. Got to start working with you. Appreciated the fact that you're not stuck in District 4. You've done a lot of work in my district. You've helped out with Hope Rising, that created Hope Center. You helped out with the Smart Start Bright Future, which is focused on the Lower Lake area all the way to Clear Lake Oaks, but mainly in the district I serve. And I appreciate you engaging not just in the community you serve, but in the county as a whole. Because your love and care for people is not just limited to an imaginary line. And so I only assume that the things that you will do with our youth in a capacity as a teacher is going to have possibly the same, if not greater impact because of the relationships that you will be building are going to be so much stronger than the relationships we can create right now. We don't see them on a daily basis. You will see them on a daily basis. And those relationships matter so much. So best of luck, and thank you for all your work that you've done.
Supervisor Simon?
Yeah. Tina, I just want to say, you know, it was an honor to serve with you on this board. We came in this thing together, did some, you know, unique things as far as going and meeting with all departments when it was set up and, you know, as we moved through. But for me, it's going to be totally different here on this board. That's all I can say. I consider you a friend. I saw all the hard work and dedication you did. And it's my honor to sit here by you and to come on, and it just, I am, as it was said earlier, very sad, but very happy for you getting out to do exactly what you want to do. as Bruno said, work with the youth, encourage young people to just do everything that they can. And, I know you're just going to continue being great. For myself, like I said, consider you a friend. Everything you've done here has always just been for the people, and that's excellent, because sometimes you don't get that all the way through. There is no hidden agenda with Tanya Scott. She is here to serve, and it is, like I said, it's my honor. So consider when I'm doing something wrong, or not voting in the right way for the widgets.
I will let you know.
Give me a call and let me know. But, thank you. It's one of the biggest honors of my life to serve with you on this board. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you. And I'm not going to cry, but I feel like
I was doing really well.
I know that you warned me not to do this. In the very beginning, when I first met you, you have always led with your heart, and you've been a tremendous example of how leaders lead with heart and care with everything that they do. And I feel incredibly honored to have had this opportunity with you. And those early warnings, I didn't understand. But when you lead with your heart, it takes a lot, and you have given so much, and we're so appreciative for everything that you've given. You've set the bar incredibly high. Caring for our most vulnerable is work that we're going to carry on, and we have very high heels to fill as we do that work. We're committed to doing that work. I'm committed to doing that work. I'm going to continue to reach out to you for help because I think that we're going to need your guidance, I think, for years to come because of what you've built. And we have to maintain it, and we have to build on it, and we have to carry it forward. So I appreciate everything that you've done. And I know those students are lucky and blessed to have you. And I don't know, maybe we could get some cookies every once in a while. I don't know. But thank you. And
Samples?
And I do appreciate our friendship, and that will continue to. Thank you.
Tina, I know I said some things earlier, of course, but I will end with the same thing. I still offer my friendship. Anytime you want to call and tell me I'm voting wrong or whatever the case may be, I'll accept, and we'll discuss. If I need help with some constituents in my district that you've helped me with before, thanks to Congressman Thompson, by all means. So I will be looking to you in some instances, and I am very happy that you will be helping with the youth, because that's where we can do the best work. And we understand why they make the comments they make, rather than here we have adults that make comments that make us very tough. And I'll just have to say you were solid through that regardless. You've handled yourself very well. All right. So with that, would Susan or Anita? No?
I'm good. Okay. I'll speak to her, unless I'll defer.
I was just going to say, it's been an honor, Supervisor Scott. Thank you for all you've done.
And also, even though I've only been here a little over 3 years, it's been a pleasure working with you on all the different projects that we were running after, especially Hope Rising and other projects. So thank you very much.